Hello! Welcome, folks, to yet another episode of Gacha Rock and Roll. What was that?
He broke the chair.
I broke
nice.
the chair.
He,
I didn't mean to. What was that?
That's an interesting start.
Yes. A broken start. Anyway, I will fix the chair. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay. Well, so while he fixes the chairs, welcome back to another episode of Gacha Rock and Roll. Yes, we're back. We've been a bit busy lately, but you know we're back today to give you the latest gist on our gacha games and what's happened so far in the I think that goes on the back of the chair, like over here. I think there's like a hole there. No? Yeah. Whatever. Just leave it alone. It's just a chair. We'll fix that later.
This is gonna bother me the rest of the night. I'm gonna need to fix this now.
Yeah, if you can fix it later. Fix it after the show.
Very well.
We can't be doing
Alright. Like most podcasts, we leave it in to show how unprofessional we actually are. Anyway. So, folks. Today... Oh, actually. Before we start, once again, we'd like to thank Carlo for letting us be part of his stream. We really had a blast getting jealous of his account.
Yeah, in different ways.
Yeah. We enjoyed it very much, and it's a great experience. So, give him a shout out. Go watch his streams over in Carlos Comics Place.
Also,
listen to his podcast. Yes.
Check out his comics too.
Yeah. Let him know we sent you.
Yeah.
So and let him know we say hi and add Astra Abysosk.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's another Genshin episode today. We're doing. I think this is the third one in a row. It's a streak.
Is it the third one in a row?
The one before the collab was the pre Inazuma release.
Oh, alright.
Inazuma's been released.
Alright, yeah.
So,
alright. Well, if for you fans of them other games, don't worry, we're gonna do the other stuff.
We will definitely get into those.
It's just that the other stuff hasn't fully released all the info yet, especially like FGO.
Well, but Arknights
has their current event, but there's not really much to talk about aside from pulls and stuff. But when we really get large content stuff, we'll let you know. We'll be there to.
Although the next episode, which will focus on Fate Grand Order, because the anniversary is coming up next week.
Yes, well, the anniversary stream is going to happen
next week.
Next week, yeah. Wait.
Today is Saturday in the Philippines.
Oh no, it's next week Monday. Yeah.
Yes. By the way, folks, we're warning you a little bit in advance. 2 things, not just one this time. 1, if you have not finished the story of Inazuma up to this point,
up to the available point,
up to the point where you're at in the game, thanks for listening to the first 3 minutes.
I guess
you might wanna wait. You might wanna finish the show first before
finish the game first. Finish the story. I'm telling you, it's not that long. It's the only long part are the story quests for the specific characters.
Yes. Finish that, then come back.
Yeah.
Number 2, if you start hearing rain out of nowhere, the weather here is not that good. There's a storm. There's a pretty big one. So if at some point
it's not really a storm, it's more of just the monsoon that's coming.
Yeah, so if you hear large rain, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah,
so,
we apologize if there's a bit of rain chatter in the background. So.
But let's give the kind folks a few more minutes to get out. If they can
get out, but
okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's do a non-spoiler. First, let's do it non-spoiler.
Non-spoiler.
Non-spoiler. What do you think of Inazuma so far? No spoilers.
All right, no spoilers.
We will give you this chance, and then if you're still there after that, it's on you.
Yeah.
So non-spoiler. What do you think?
Non-spoilers. I would stay in Inazuma 100% of the time that I play Genshin. For daily commissions, I would rather stay in Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Because the Inazuma daily commissions are a bit of a hassle, but it's still okay. Questing, rewards, Primo Gems, I love it so far. Everything is fantastic, especially the music too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a story is something. So far, I'm very excited to see what they do next.
Right. Plus, we've got new characters. It's not really a spoiler to talk about these characters because they were revealed in the
they
stream,
were already
you know?
revealed, and like you probably seen them already.
Yeah, we
like,
know you know.
Yeah, we know you know, like Ayaka, Yoimiya.
Yes. Remember, never forget, guys. We know that they know that we know.
Yes.
Right? Remember that.
But despite them knowing that we know that they know,
They still give us things we don't know.
and we figure out stuff that they don't tell us. Yes.
It's a love-hate relationship, but
It's a questionable relationship at best.
it's a fun one nonetheless. We've got great music, as you said. We've got good quests, I must say. I like these quests. I like them a lot more than the other two.
Than the other two cities.
Maybe that's only because maybe it's because it's not as repetitive, although eventually it'll be repetitive.
and I guess it's also because like they've evolved, I guess, in terms of
Oh, yeah.
questing. Because the
It's
first
only
two
been a
cities
year.
were their
Yeah.
basis for everything else, right? So
Yeah.
you can't hate on it, right?
Yeah, we got good quests, we've got interesting stuff. Apart from that, okay, what can we still say that's not spoilery? Before we dive right in to all of that.
Well, the some stuff that's mentioned, I like the artifact domains there. Some of the monsters are fun to fight. They're they put a difficulty that even that challenges even the later game players who can like one shot things, but
you can't watch on things anymore.
you can't one shot things as fast, or you can't get everything easily with Venti or something. But there's an amount of
I know.
yeah.
The sword, Eula's sword explodes now. I need it to explode now.
Yeah.
to damage.
Well, yeah, but the fights are a bit more difficult, yes. But that makes it more fun, and there's a lot newer environment, you could say. It's very appealing, It keeps me attached to the current situation in that city.
All right. I think 7 minutes and 23 seconds is a pretty good time for you to leave.
Yeah. So if
maybe technically it was like 4 minutes, but you've had your chance, guys. So after this following sound effect, we're gonna dive right in. You had your chance. You have been warned. If you're still here, as usual, we're going to assume you've done the story or you don't care. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it. All right. And we're back. So, where to begin with the madness of Inazuma?
We could talk about a lot of things.
Right. You know what? Let's do it in the order they intended for us to understand the story. So, first we meet Toma.
Yes, we do meet Toma first.
Meet Toma. You get the whole feel of what's going on, the situation that I don't know how or why Mihoyo painted the picture that way, but they were kind of going for a Inazuma, Japan is racist.
I don't think it's racist. It's more of their
Outsiders are not welcome, and if you're an outsider, well, fine, you're here, but you're not gonna have a good time.
I wouldn't say racist. I think it's more historically accurate to how they were in the more ancient times.
Yes.
Because they were like that. They were an isolationist society, and foreigners were definitely not welcome.
Yeah, so isn't that racist?
Yeah, that's not really racist. Because being racist means that you're more you're very critical of these people.
Well, they're critical of every foreigner.
But it's not because of their race.
Maybe xenophobic is the better word.
Maybe, but it's more of just they don't like people from outside their nation. It's not because they're a different race. It's because they're foreign to the people they already know.
Well,
right?
Interesting you say that. A lot of people aren't, from what we've encountered, what people we've met. Well, they're nice. Some of them are.
Well, most of the people in Inazuma, I would think,
are
are
nicer than you'd expect.
Yes, the only people that are, anti-foreigner is more the people, more closer connected to the shogun.
So the people that matter. The people that matter.
I wouldn't say the people that matter, but like, it's like the the Tenryo Commission and the Kanjo Commission, probably them.
Yeah.
The people from there, those are the ones that really are causing issues. Or no, well, not issues. Well,
issues.
Issues.
Yeah, they're giving the what is it? The Foreign Trade Association very difficult time.
I guess, yeah, but I wouldn't say issues, but not really issues. More of
hindrances.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, in the scope of things, we got to know Inazuma. We got to see this land based on Japan, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We got to meet Toma first. He's a fixer, they call him. He's the guy you bring in for those shady connections.
Shady deals,
that one. I didn't think he was like that. I expected something. I didn't expect him to be the sketchy one. If you know what I mean.
I think he just knows a lot of people.
I expected Sayu to be the sketchy one.
We don't even have Sayu yet.
Yeah, that's I almost forgot about her. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know
where she
is or what she's doing or where
she's
she's from or how she contributes to anything.
Yeah, she's a ninja.
She hasn't
with a giant sword.
Yeah, she hasn't played a single part in the story so far. So far, yeah. I guess we can expect her sooner or later.
Yeah. So I guess Toma was our connection at first. We saw him. We saw that the state of things was as bad as Kazuha said it was, if not worse.
Well, I don't think worse. Not worse. Not worse yet.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse, yeah, but not completely worse yet, I guess. But it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. How did the story progress? Okay, I remember. Okay, first we met Toma. Then we met. We did a few things, with the association. The dude from Mondstadt and Lie who misses home. The dude from Mondstadt who misses home. Because your taxes have to be paid with flowers.
We're not actually
now.
Going through every single thing in the story, are we?
No. I'm just laying out the important stuff and, the stuff that had an impact.
Okay.
You got to go through the village. You got to see a teleporting Catherine. That's what she says. She claims. She teleports in between regions. I still don't believe her.
Well, I'm telling you, there's more than one of her already.
Yeah, so
she's a robot.
So this is a Nurse Joy situation right here.
No,
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but she's a robot.
She's a robot because she says error.
Yes,
right?
She actually just says error in the English dub.
If you don't know what we mean, guys, after you see Catherine from your daily commissions,
just stick around. Yeah, if you listen closely, she actually just says error.
It's there in the subtitles, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen a caption where she said error. When she talks. It's up there, it pops up. Sometimes dialogue pops up little bits.
Oh, yeah.
There's one that pops up error.
Well, that means... Well, clearly you know what that means. She's a freaking robot.
I understand that, teleporting is an actual thing in Genshin.
Yes, but nobody else knows how to use that thing aside from the Traveler.
And her.
I don't think she that's just her excuse.
She's the one that taught you how to do it, isn't it?
I don't remember that much from 1.0.
It wasn't Amber, definitely not. You couldn't teleport until you got to Mondstadt. Right?
No, like Paimon told you how waypoints work.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah,
wait, she knows.
I don't think that's important, but that's just a tutorial thing.
Okay.
But like
well, she can do it.
I'm just I think that's just an excuse for Catherine to say that we're not robots totally. We're just teleporting back.
And they're robots.
And they're totally robots,
Yes. We've got the teleporting Catherine, and we've got the what's it called? Komore tea house with a dog. A cute dog, a very nice dog. A good dog. Taromaru, he's a good dog.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. He owns the tea house, the dog.
Apparently.
Yes. Maybe his master owned it, and he's the one taking care of it now.
No, we don't know much about Taromaru.
Yeah, and Toma had me at first. Like,
with the
I'll admit, even I was like, wait a minute.
Is
Oh,
that
really?
he can turn into a dog?
Because I thought at the time, it's like,
We know.
Inazuma, Ball, he has a vision, so he's probably hiding.
Yeah.
So I was like, he can disguise
turn into
himself as a dog? That's cool. Wait a minute.
No, he was just standing behind him. Because, I mean, I knew already because I've seen Taromaru before.
Oh, the dog?
Before I went to Inazuma, I already seen pictures of Taromaru. His name was Taromaru, not Toma. So I was like, that's not Toma. No way, that's Toma. Right?
Yeah. And that's when we met Ayaka afterwards. And slowly, the traveler's turning into a bit of a jerk.
Oh, yeah. I guess because he's getting caught up.
He's got his priorities. Of course, I understand.
He doesn't really wanna
get involved.
deal with that kind of stuff.
I see what you mean, yeah, but poor guy. Like, I get it, he's got priorities, his sister, he met his sister again, Zhongli didn't tell him
and he just wants to
anything.
talk to the Archon, ask them a few questions, and leave.
Well, yeah, but fortunately, things turned around. I mean, they were obviously going to turn around. You were gonna end up helping them.
You're gonna help them eventually.
Right.
But, I guess that that's the main issue.
Yeah.
Now,
what's interesting to me is that I'm slowly starting to believe each city or each region. Is it region, city? What would be the best term? Is Lie a city?
The city of Lie,
Okay,
but the
Mondstadt
nation of Lie, nation of Mondstadt. The city is called Mondstadt, but their nation is also called Mondstadt.
So New York City, New York.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Okay. So the nation, I think each nation seems to be diving into one aspect of Genshin Impact's world of Tevat as a whole. It just so happens that Inazuma seems to be based on the visions. So, Mondstadt was actually the actual world.
Yeah,
it was going,
what is
world
this
building.
place? Yeah.
It was basically designed as a world builder.
Lie also technically.
Yeah, and although I will say Lia is more of the role of the gods.
What do they do?
Yeah, because Venti is not exactly
He doesn't govern.
Exactly. He's not exactly the best way to explain how the gods work.
Yeah.
I think Zhongli was better at that. The gods, how important they are, what they did for their people. Of course, there was the whole Dainsliff stuff with Conria that's still looming in the air.
Yeah, but I think that's a story for something later on,
Yeah.
That's something that gotta do with the Abyss Order and some maybe even some of the Fatui,
We'll get to those things eventually.
Eventually, but not yet.
Yeah. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. After that we met Ayaka. Ayaka. I'll pronounce it how the game pronounces it. So Ayaka.
I don't always trust the English pronunciation of the names because it's a Japanese name, so I just say Ayaka. I don't know. It sounds like Manaka, so...
Yeah, anyway, Ayaka, you meet her, you see the effect that taking a vision away from a person does.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite interesting. I didn't realize that was a thing.
That
it takes a part away from you. I thought they were, trinkets or something.
Yeah, but apparently it actually bonds to their memories.
Yeah, how does that work? From the moment they get it? Or...
Perhaps,
for example, there's the one
maybe
guy...
perhaps the reason,
why they got the vision?
Yeah, or the reason for them receiving such a vision is influenced.
Maybe,
or is connected to the vision itself. So when they remove the vision by force, they forget the reason why they got such a vision, right?
Okay, so for the one guy, that would be waiting for whoever it was.
Waiting for that lady
friend.
Yeah.
In the town, there was the guard who was a nice guard, but then after a while, the vision was gone. He forgot.
Yeah, he was very
the dude who wanted to become the greatest sword master in the world.
Yeah, and then, he didn't get to because,
I wonder how that would go. So, they're implying that visions, whatever the Archon needs them for, are quite important to the people themselves. You're taking them away. How do they put it? You're taking away their ambitions, their memories.
The vision is the ambition of a person materialized, I guess.
That reminds me, we've never actually seen people being given vision. We've seen them being taken away. How does one receive a vision? Does
It like comes
fall out
down,
of the sky
yeah,
or
kind
something?
of like that. It comes down to them from above.
Oh, it
So
literally
it's like I don't know. It kind of sometimes it just
It
some
falls
people
out of the
just
sky and
some
stuff?
people just get it out of nowhere. Like for example, what happened with Hu Tao? Like apparently she did something. I don't remember exactly. I should remember, but I don't remember exactly. But she was walking home with her bag apparently, and
Yeah.
then when she got home and checked her bag, her pyro vision was already inside the bag.
Oh, so they can just show
So
up.
like it just shows up. Sometimes it's bestowed in some grandiose way, but
That reminds me as well. What interests me also is that okay, these visions are given to you by the Archon of that element, correct?
yes,
Like an Animo vision is given to you by Barbatos, Morax gives the Geo visions,
yes.
Baal gives the Electro visions, and so on and so on.
Yes,
But Baal can take away the vision of another element.
because it's just because a vision is just a vestige of elemental power, I guess.
True, but is that not a statement of some kind?
No, not really, because a vision is just an object rather than a actual connection to the Archon. It's more of they give them something because they see something in them, right? It's a gift. It's
Uh-huh.
not theirs. So whatever they happen to do with it, it's not up to them.
Oh, alright. And, okay, what we know as well is... Oh, right. Speaking of those visions, so that's what led us to meet Yae Miko. Yae Miko? Yae Miko? How is it pronounced in Japanese? I'm curious. Because they say... Yeah. Oh, it sounds the same.
In Japanese, it's Yae.
It's the same in the English. Yae Miko.
Mhm.
Who supposedly is the Honkai Impact character crossover, which is not entirely true. They just look like
They just
each
look
other.
similar, that's all.
That's the only connection, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, your interaction with Yae Miko seems to be the most. For me, it's the most interesting one.
What?
Because she's saying, "Oh, I was right." So when the wind blows, the something, I forgot what she said, but basically, I have.
She
high
knew you
hopes
were gonna
for
come
She
there.
knew you were coming. She knew you were gonna be like that. Don't disappoint me. So, how long before she gets involved? Because like Yae Miko seems to be a big shot. In Inazuma, she's the head shrine
she's
maiden.
the head shrine
What are they
maiden.
called?
Shrine maidens.
No, what is the head shrine, or is it head
No,
shrine?
she's just
maiden?
the head shrine maiden.
Yeah, she's a big deal, right? And
Yeah, I think they're more of a neutral party when it comes to this kind of stuff. But Yae knows that there's something wrong with Baal.
true, because like her vision's still there.
Well,
They never took it away.
Yeah, but okay.
Or is it because
it's-
the decree is still in
we
effect?
didn't exactly see where her vision is?
Really, it's in her hair.
Is it in her hair?
It's somewhere there, I think.
But-
It's either in her hair or somewhere in the side.
But think about it like
it-
this: Sarah still has her vision.
Well, that's because she works for Baal.
Yes.
I think she'll give it away. Like okay, I just need one more, and then Sarah will give hers.
It's a possibility. But
I
like,
assume that was
I
the
think
case.
Baal does not take away visions that what you call it, that she still
Indiscriminately?
needs these people to have, like, because those are electro visions. We know Yae has an electro vision.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a
we
good
know
point.
Sarah also has an electro vision. So they still have their visions, right?
That reminds me, the gods don't have visions, right?
No, they have a gnosis.
Oh yeah, so like you won't see one on Venti, you won't see one on.
Oh, the one
Jolie.
that Venti has
That's
a
fake,
quote
right?
unquote vision, but it's just a fake one for show.
Oh, so like
To explain his
Yoimiya's-
animo stuff.
So like Yoimiya's dad. No, not Yoimiya's dad.
Like the guy. Yeah, the guy who was making
master.
fake visions. Master whatever. Master Masakatsu. Yeah,
Masakatsu. Yeah.
Yeah, basically that's it. It's just because,
And nobody noticed that. Like, hey, that guy's cool. He can do elemental, like Zhongli. You can see him like throwing rocks and stuff.
Geo.
Like,
Yeah,
where's his
I mean
vision?
he has like a gem
Oh.
on his back,
Oh, maybe that's it.
like near his belt or something like that.
I don't know.
Yes.
Allows him to use the Geo element.
Something like that. Yeah, but he's the Archon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but are there powers running out?
What do you mean powers running out? No. It's not like that. It's just that when an Archon does not have their vision anymore, they can't...
The gnosis, you mean?
Or their gnosis, yes, sorry. When they don't have their gnosis anymore, they can't do the same grandiose feats that they could have done before.
Oh, so he's not gonna throw...
Like, for example, Barbatos, you once threw a mountain, I think, or something like
Really?
that. The Anemo
With the
Archon
wind?
threw a mountain. You know Dragon Spine, right? Or like...
He threw
or
that away.
Musk Reef. You know
Yeah.
where the abyss...
Yes.
Spiral Abyss is? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how there was a store there in like the Star event? I forgot.
Yeah, I
Star
remember.
event that was supposed to be a peak of a mountain.
Yeah,
Barbatos threw that thing with like a tornado into the ocean.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and like Zhongli, when he had his gnosis and was fighting Osayo,
he created Guyun Stone Forest.
he made Guyun Stone Forest with giant spears of stone, right?
Well, we won't be seeing that anytime soon.
Of course, because they don't have their gnosis anymore.
True. Speaking of gnosis, oh wait, no, I think we're jumping a little ahead. Okay, so after we saw Yai Miko, we joined Kamisato Ayaka, who I understand is engaged to Toma. Maybe I'm very
I'm not
confused
sure
now.
what the front on that is anymore.
Did they stop that story? Maybe they figured people aren't gonna simp for a married woman. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past them to do so.
No, but there's a code.
I wouldn't
There's
put
a
it
code,
past. I would.
know.
I mean, there are a lot of people in the gacha community who are weirdos.
You can simp for married characters. I get that.
Yeah,
but
there are a lot of simps
it's not
for married
as
characters. It's weird, yeah, but we can't judge them.
It's like simping for Brynhilder and FGO.
Married.
You can, but Sigurd's there.
Yeah.
They're even together as a servant in one.
Yeah.
In one iteration.
In their summer servant. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's a bit far from the point, right?
Yes. But anyway, I don't know. Like, there's a meme there that says like, even if the traveler breathes, she wants to marry you. You know, it's weird because it's kind of true from how she talks to you, but she just wants friends. She just wants friends. This Ayaka.
She just doesn't have friends. That's all.
Yeah, Toma's her friend, if that counts.
I guess more than a friend, more than a friend. I'm not sure. Retainer.
Yeah.
Question
What interests
mark,
me as well is Toma her only retainer? Because from what I've experienced in games set in this era, realistically or not, there's usually more than one.
Yes.
Like heck, even not even need to be a princess. Look at Raiko, she had 4.
Yes. I maybe there's a retainer. Maybe she has more. I'm not sure.
Also the
Perhaps
other ones
Sayu is one of them. We're not sure.
a ninja?
Yeah, you gotta have.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I mean, every good, daimyo noble has a ninja.
Really?
Yeah, they always have their spies, to get information.
Interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, what did you think of okay, until the story quests of Ayaka and Yoimiya, what did you think?
I really liked it. It made me very attached to both of their characters. You get
I was talking prior to that.
Prior to that. Well,
setting up Inazuma, seeing how things are.
I did think that it kind of threw you in there. I liked it. I liked how you were thrown in there. You have to go to some places. You have to find some people, right? And sometimes you get sidetracked, which is the best part about this game, getting sidetracked.
It's actually quite useful.
Yes, especially in Inazuma, it's very important to get sidetracked sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, I did like how they set up the world so far. It made it clear what was going on. Like what do people experience and how do people feel about certain things,
Yeah.
And why the traveler has to help.
True. I mean, I'm still of the whole, bro, you gotta help them. So like I wouldn't have needed to see those 3 just to help them, but it's either either's gotta find the sister. That's the important thing. You know what I mean?
Apparently so.
But anyway, now we move on Am I forgetting something? No, I'm not. Now we move on to the 2 story quests, Yoimiya's and Ayaka's. You can do them in either order, so which one do you want to talk about first?
Technically, canonically, you do Ayaka's first, I guess, because it starts right after you leave the tea house.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, never mind.
So
Let's
I
go with
guess
Ayaka's first.
Technically that's the canon one, right?
It was quite long.
It was quite long, but it was quite enjoyable too. I liked it. Kind of gave you a sense of what kind of person she is, you know?
Yeah, sheltered, sort of. She's too nice. You know what I mean?
It's not that she's too nice, I would think. I think it's just that
Oh no, I can't accept this free gift. I have to pay you because it's my responsibility as a
Sagi Himegime.
Shirasagi Himegime.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it was a strange, interesting quest because there was the whole Tsubaki thing.
Yeah.
And what is a fox envoy anyway?
Because apparently, in Inazuma's history, there used to be a guardian
the
of
Narukami.
Inazuma. No, not the Narukami. What are you talking about?
The Narukami giant tree shrine thing.
No, that's just the name of the shrine.
That looks like the tree that
the
looks
name
like
of the island is Narukami Island.
Yeah,
That's why
don't
it's
they
called
greet you-
Narukami Shrine. Alright?
Don't they greet you like may the Narukami protect you or something like that?
I don't know about
I
that.
heard that
That's-
from one of the shrine maidens. Plus,
that's
the whole dog fox
thing,
tree thing and the statues.
I guess.
Or those
yeah.
kitsunes.
Maybe
I don't know.
kitsunes.
Anyway, you were saying a fox envoy.
In their history, apparently there was a greater fox spirit, like a
An adeptus. Well, they're
not
adeptus. No, like it's like they're adeptus, quote unquote. You know.
Yeah, but it was like a great defender spirit of Inazuma, which was there, I think, during the Archon War.
Ah.
I forgot how that story goes, but apparently, that Kitsune Saigu, I think that was her name. Apparently, that was the spirit's name or something like that.
Kazari?
No, not Kazari, but Kitsune Saigu. Apparently, like, I forgot how you pronounce it or something like that. But apparently, that's the great guardian of the city or something like that.
And Tsubaki was Ayaka's mother's.
Yes, like an alter ego.
Oh, right.
It was her alter
Right,
ego.
that was just her.
Because, like, she wanted to just be normal. That's the sad part about it. Like, she has such a high dignified family.
Yeah.
Or
She just wants to enjoy
she
a
just
festival.
wants to be a normal person. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes and just make friends.
Enjoy a festival.
Yeah.
That perfectly lines up with her trailer. Honestly, the whole I got a mask. I can walk around the festival now. A mask isn't enough. People are still gonna recognize her, but
Yeah. Well, maybe she have. Maybe
Toma
she'll
there.
have. Yeah. Maybe maybe if she covers her face or changes her clothes a bit, maybe yeah.
I suppose that could work. Oh, another thing. Her brother.
Ayato.
I'm interested to see him.
Ayato.
Yeah,
Ayato Kamisato.
Kamisato. I mean, we may never see him. I don't doubt.
I don't doubt
It's a
that
really
we will
low
see
possibility
him.
we will.
I think we will.
I'm curious because
But I don't think he's gonna be specially designed character.
Yeah, it's just that anytime we've seen a family member of a character that wasn't dead ended up being their own character. You have Jean and Barbara, right? You have Diluc, Kaya. They're not actual brothers, but like they talk about their dad who is dead.
Brother.
So he's an important character, but he's dead. Mona's master, who will eventually become a character, I'm almost certain.
I don't know. She's old apparently, so maybe not. I mean, she was the rival of Alice, and
Alice is another one.
Unless the Mona's master is also like an elf woman like Alice.
I
who
thought she
lives
was
very
one of
long.
those like pseudo immortal beings. Like it's not that they cannot die; they just don't age.
I think it's just that they don't age quickly. Maybe not really age quickly. Maybe more
They're
of
like Lord of the Rings elves. They live a very long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hundreds of years. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so these characters, I mean, the fact that they have voice actors, well, okay, using Alice as an example, and maybe Varka.
Varka, we don't know what Varka sounds like.
We don't
but
know
we
what he sounds like.
What
He
kind
will be
of
a character.
We know what kind of person he is, though.
Yeah.
He's a very powerful person.
So, they drop hints at future characters sometimes. Like Varka, I think the fact that there are lines for him from other people
yeah.
seems to suggest
Grandmaster Varka.
that. Nothing from Alice, but Alice got a voice actress.
She already has a voice actress.
So I am beginning to think if she's not an NPC, she's gonna be a character.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the information we know about Alice is very impactful.
Yes.
Because like
And she seems to be a very important person as well.
yeah, she's a very renowned adventurer apparently.
Yeah. So with all the sort of pattern that Mihoyo tends to do, I think there's a chance her brother becomes a character. It's not a very high chance.
It's a possibility.
I would like to see it though. It's not a very high chance
Yeah.
at all, honestly. But let's see. He sounds like a nice guy. Is the other
Well,
thing.
I mean, he's very busy apparently with all his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's their excuse. Where's her brother? He's busy.
He's busy. Yeah, because
True, he's the head of the clan, right? Or is she the head of the clan?
No, he's the head of the clan. She's like the
Sub-head of the clan?
she's like the representative.
Huh.
She's,
Alright.
it's like their what you call it. She's the face of what of the clan.
Yeah.
What makes them look good, right?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. We got that whole story of Ayaka just wants to be a normal girl and live her life. It's a touching story. It also really forces you to explore, which is actually a good thing.
Yes, definitely.
And you know what? I enjoyed it. I can see ships forming. Because, I know people shipped her since they heard that one line about her resting her head on your shoulder.
Yes, definitely.
Of course, right after came Ganyu's line about the chests.
Ganyu is
Yes.
There's a lot of memes surrounding Ganyu already.
Yeah.
Like her butt being so big that she choked a monster to death. Like, and it's an
Yeah.
actual canon thing.
I didn't think that was real.
It's real.
Until I heard it.
Apparently, yeah, she was. She choked a
was
monster.
Was she
to death.
tiny or was she huge?
No, she
How old
looks.
was she?
She's what she looks like now.
Really?
And a monster ate her and choked to death. She's that thick, apparently.
Yeah. Anyway, but it was touching. It was heartwarming is a better word. You feel sad that her mom is gone.
I mean, I don't think she had her parents for a very long time.
Yeah, and the brother's not there.
I think it's more sad that she doesn't have a lot of friends, despite
Yeah.
being well liked like everywhere.
Well, I would have considered the store people her friends.
They're not really her friends though. They don't ask
she
her out to eat. They
No,
don't-
but they talk to her nicely.
yeah, I
they
mean
don't treat
everyone
her-
would talk to her nicely. It's more of
I
a friend
suppose.
is a lot different, don't you think? Like they have to.
I mean, I guess that would make Toma her only friend
yeah,
at the time until you.
technically, yeah.
Then again, Toma was still like her employee.
Employee, retainer, friend.
Yeah. Oh, and then at the end of the quest there was that whole dance.
Yes, very solemn yet quite
Japanese
enjoyable.
fan
Yeah.
dance. It was a good I mean,
I like
for
it.
a character that people knew about
Since
and
the
waited for
beginning.
since the beginning, I
Yeah.
think they delivered.
They very much deliver. I
I
mean,
like
they
her character.
they took out that one thing where she had a special attack. After coming out of the dash.
Maybe they couldn't really program it properly. I don't know.
I don't know. It looked pretty fine, but I guess it would have been too broken already at that point.
Well, let's
'Cause, like,
see.
imagine coming out, getting cryo empowered, and dealing like a certain amount of damage just for
Yeah.
sitting under something. It's a bit problematic.
Yeah. Then we got Yoimiya. Next up was Yoimiya.
I really enjoyed her story quest. It's part of the reason why I guess I'm rolling for her, because
Her quest was
I love her
long.
personality.
Like it was longer.
I love her personality,
Yeah,
You know?
I know you don't like her English voice, but
I don't like the English voice, but
she was
you know,
fine.
I love her personality.
She talks
No?
a lot. Like, oh hi,
She talks a lot. She's a very nice person.
She just wants to
She
help.
has, she has her fair share of problems. And she's very
Yeah.
It's hard to put into
Yeah.
words sometimes.
Personally, I of the two, I preferred Ayaka's story. I don't know. At some point, it became really, draggy. It kind of dragged after a while when you'd go around. Hey, Yoimiya, there you are.
I mean, that was the point.
I know, like, Ayaka's didn't have that much. You had to go see the guy who was making the boat. You had to go see her dad. You had to go see the guy who supplies the fireworks, and they're all like,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey, Yoimiya, you're a good kid, and you are a nice person, and you got good business." I mean, it explains who she is. I get that, but I got the message just from her and her dad.
Alright, yeah.
What I mean,
Maybe that.
poor girl though. Like her dad is deaf,
Yeah.
so how? He's not 100% deaf, right?
He has just really bad hearing, I think.
Yeah, but he can communicate.
Yeah, he can communicate. It's just that his hearing is extremely
I mean,
bad.
makes sense in the fire. If you're in the fireworks business, it's a lot of noise.
Yeah, kind of sad, but I like the stories that they had, with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
With the friend who came back, who they
Oh
were
yeah, that was
hiding.
pretty interesting. Yeah, that.
Yeah. The one who came back and had to leave again.
Yeah, and he had to
Oh.
fight his best friend. Then there was the fireworks with the two guys.
Mhm.
I hope he made it out because there's a storm around Inazuma.
Mhm.
I hope he
And
made it out.
We
How's
have
he
to
gonna
wait
get out?
and see, because
Oh my god, if he dies. And if we find out he dies, it's
Well,
gonna suck.
we have to wait and see, because
I don't know, he's an NPC. I don't think he'll ever come back.
maybe we'll see. I mean, they have a habit of like setting up future quests. Because
Yeah.
because the Dragon Spine bottle quest,
Yeah.
they set that up all the way back then, way back when,
Yeah, yeah.
saying, "Oh, we should meet up at this tea house." And they're like, "Oh, what the hell are they talking about? That's an Inazuma thing." Oh, that's like so many updates, and then now here we are. They're finally connecting it back to the original. So maybe we'll see Mr.
What's his name again?
Sakujiro.
Sakujiro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see him again. Maybe when Inazuma becomes an open nation again.
Maybe he'll be in
things-
Fontaine. He escaped
Maybe.
to
Maybe he'll go to
That'd be very
Fontaine.
cool. He escaped
Yeah.
to Fontaine.
We don't even know what Fontaine looks like yet,
Yeah.
but I'm excited to see.
Alright, so, after a while, you get the idea of these characters, you have the good gameplay. I enjoyed both of their gameplays. Ayaka's more than Yoimiya's, honestly, but I see why you want to roll for her, apart from, personality and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't know, I had more opportunities to use Ayaka, I guess is the thing. With Yoimiya, you had that fight
I mean, yeah, I guess
with the
because...
guards.
Yeah, I guess because we don't have her.
And by the
her
time the
trial
ult was
quest,
ready, they
her
were
trial.
dead. When I
We don't
used
have
it.
the trial thing yet, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
But Yoimiya, I have a lot of setups in mind to make things go,
yeah.
explode everywhere.
Another thing, it was nice of her to hide people.
Yeah.
People who don't have... Wait, although, Sakujiro didn't have a vision. Was
Yes,
it that he
but
was an illegal
he was like an illegal immigrant, even though
But he
like
lives in Inazuma.
exactly he's a resident, an old
Or is it
resident.
that
It's just that
he's recorded to have left? And for some reason
I think
he's there
he
now.
left illegally because they're not supposed to leave. Like look at Atsuko, right? From
Oh, he's dead.
Lie.
Oh, I thought...
The girl
sorry.
in Lie.
Oh, yeah, she
from
escaped, yeah.
Inazuma who left to go to Lie,
Yeah.
right?
I thought she left pre...
No, she left. You remember she was picked up by sailors and brought there
Ah.
because she left on the boat thing, just like Sakujiro.
Mm-hmm. That does remind me. What was Beidou's secret to getting there?
No, it's just that you needed to prepare an actual ship to get there.
No,
that's
but I
all.
mean, like, they were still welcoming of foreign boats.
I mean, because she's technically just a merchant ship, a merchant/mercenary
Oh.
ship.
Because I thought they were, they were closed. closed off.
Yeah, they're
you
a
know?
closed nation, but they still have, foreign...
Trade and stuff.
Some foreign connection, right? Like, the guy from Fontaine is there. The engineer in Tataratsuna.
Yeah, but I thought he wants to leave.
He does want to leave. It's just that,
He can't.
has to fix the stuff there in Inazuma first.
Yeah.
And they are free to leave. It's just that...
Are they?
Yeah, it's just that there aren't good opportunities to do so. And it's very hard to leave if you don't have a proper ship.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Hard to go to and from, right?
Anyway, also, yeah. So, after you did those 2 story quests, that's when you would go back to the tea house.
Komora Tea House.
Komora Tea House.
Toma got captured.
Toma gets captured, yes. Which leads to the ever terrifying boss fight, which I'm not gonna lie, I died a couple of times before I didn't realize you were not supposed to win.
I mean, you're supposed to get her health to a certain percentage.
I'm not so
You're not supposed
sure.
to
I
win.
barely got her to a decent amount, but then the thing triggered. I don't know. Maybe you were supposed to survive.
Yeah, it's not supposed to. There's not a time limit thing. If I'm pretty sure, you're supposed to get her to like around that much health, like maybe half to 3/4 of her health.
Huh.
Just like do 1/4 of her health or get her to half. Not that much.
Anyway, I mean, that just reminded me of how people said the Tartaglia fight was hard when he first came out.
I don't. Well, if you ask me, I don't see why people said that. I didn't really experience. I guess if you do get hit by him, which it's not hard to not get hit by him.
No, I mean, you're talking about it in hindsight now. He's been out for a very long time.
Yeah, but like
I don't know. I had a hard time
back
when
in the
I first-
beginning, like I don't see what was so hard about fighting him.
No, I think it's also because he had that undodgeable attack.
What undodgeable attack?
There's that one.
All of his attacks.
No,
you can dodge.
There's that one where he like jumps in the sky and then you're surrounded by a lightning
you just
thing
need to
and
go towards a wall and then it'll stay at the wall. Then you just run away in the other direction. Like all the dodges all his attacks are workable and you can get around them very easily. Actually,
I don't know.
Sure, some of them are just position things. You could be at the wrong place at the wrong time, but I don't think his fight was hard.
Well, anyway, this fight was... I don't know, I got flashbacks from that this fight was hard. Fortunately, you weren't supposed to win anyway.
Yeah, well, it's a good testament to how strong an
she is,
Archon
yeah.
with the Gnosis is.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen...
An Archon who still has their Gnosis willingly fighting something, yeah. Because the other two we didn't...
Well, Venti didn't really do anything.
I mean, Venti did have his Gnosis until Signora took it out.
Yeah, but he wasn't fighting. You were fighting.
Yeah, but he could get you to fly.
Oh, yeah.
He made you literally fly, so...
Funny enough, you used to be able to fly.
Yes, but you had wings back then.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know.
You still gotta figure that out.
Yeah, maybe in the future, but
Anyway, also, right. So, she has her unlimited ball works.
sure.
I don't know what that's called. No, what was it called? There was a name for it. The technique.
The Musono Hitotachi.
Thank you.
That's
The
her,
Musono
no,
Hitotachi.
it's the sword attack. The divine judgment. The thing she hit you with when you tried to attack her. The like that. And then you just explode in lightning and fall on the ground.
Yeah, but didn't die.
You didn't die.
I thought it was the unlimited ball works.
No,
thing.
that's just a thing that Archons can do.
Can all Archons do that?
It doesn't matter if all Archons can do that. That's just a thing they can do, right? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gods. There's
yeah.
gods for a reason. They can do stuff like that.
Alright, so you had to fight her, which is scary. It was actually really scary. It's interesting. I had I kind of want to say I called it, but not really. The whole bring the traveler thing.
Yeah.
I knew that they were gonna force you to use the traveler at some point.
It's not forcing you
More of
because
like
you didn't have
if
to
you
win.
didn't like more of a if you didn't invest in it, if you didn't level him up,
Yeah.
you're dead.
Well,
It's not that you're dead though. You don't really
yeah,
need
you don't
him
need
there.
him there, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Because like if you get to a certain health
I know,
percentage,
it's just that
it doesn't take any
I
more
think
damage.
this is them trying to tell the players, guys, you need to do it. It's like
You invest on
it's
the
like players of FGO who don't use Smash. You still need to level her
There's
up.
a big difference there. I have to say, there's a big
No,
difference.
I know there are people. I'm sure towards as they progress.
What happened?
I don't know. Something else happened to the chair.
I think you're sitting back on it too much. It's cracking or something.
Okay.
It's an old chair.
Right. Forgive that random noise. Anyway, what was I saying? So you know how towards the middle, I guess people didn't really use mash, especially in the earlier singularities.
Like the biggest difference between this situation and that situation is that mash is actually good.
Yeah.
The Traveler, besides being, until Electro Traveler came out, the Traveler was replaceable in every sense of the word.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming this is
like
them
anything
saying,
he could do, someone else could do better, and his stats aren't even that fantastic.
I know.
Plus, you had to go through so much trouble to level up all his elements because he has Animo and Geo, now Electro, and his talent levels don't carry over.
Oh yeah, you
have to do each one individually.
That is
And the artifacts you give him, they can't be general because he keeps switching his element, and
just
each
give
of
him
his
noblesse oblige.
Yeah, but that's also an issue because like each of his elements do different things. Like one could be a support, one could be a DPS, one could be a battery, one could be a
Heal.
healer. It could be a healer. I don't even know. But like they didn't make him good enough for people to use if they had like I have options. Why would I pick the Traveler? There's no reason for me to do so. Mash is different because there's a lot of reasons you should pick Mash. Like, in a lot of situations, she can be very, very helpful.
Yeah.
The Traveler is a different case. A lot of the situations, excluding Electro Traveler, because Electro Traveler is actually good, that's replaceable. Very replaceable. Animo Traveler, use Sucrose instead. She's much better at what he does. She can do it twice as better. Twice. Is that the right
Twice
word?
as good.
Twice as good, yeah. Geo Traveler. Ningguang.
Ningguang's DPS.
Yes, but then like, what are you gonna do with... If you don't have Dong, what are you gonna do with giant stones?
Noel? I don't know.
Noel is probably even better at crystallizing.
Yeah.
Like, all you do with Geo Traveler is make walls and rocks. They don't pulse out Geo damage. They only deal damage when they expire.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're making them a full Geo DPS for the memes, there's a lot of other characters that can do it better. Electro Traveler is an exception though. Like, it's good to invest. It's good to invest on Electro Traveler because the way they made Electro Traveler makes him actually a good option for electro batteries or anything.
Yeah, it's just that what I think is going on is them slowly trying to say, guys, don't forget him, gameplay wise. I mean, okay, first they had the whole the tournament thing where I thought they would make you use him.
Yeah,
here they actually kind of
like
did,
weirder.
but not really. I think they're slowly trying to say that, guys, it's not gonna be now, but at some point you're gonna need to use him.
Maybe.
It's not out of the ordinary,
I guess it's not out of the ordinary, but
I guess the thing is, typically the protagonist or the main character of gacha games is not good.
No, I mean, like, okay, if you ask me, I think if you have a main character or like your main partner for a gacha game, you should make them at least good even in the late game or usable.
Yeah,
because like Mash is irreplaceable no matter where.
Well,
normal Mash. We're not talking about the other Mash. The other Mash is poop, unfortunately. You have like Arknight's Amiya is still very useful because she has true damage and she has 2 forms.
Yeah. Okay.
She can be a guard too.
She can be a guard too, yeah.
Right? But then you look at Traveler and he's just...
Yeah. Same
protagonist.
Thing with, I think we had this discussion earlier when this show was still not
when
really
we were
much of a
discussing
thing.
what makes a gacha game, I think.
Yeah, Ross, El Claire in Epic 7.
I mean, they reworked him. So they made people want to use him again. Which was good. I gotta hand it to them. They made the protagonist good.
Yeah, plus he looks a lot better.
Yeah,
as Ross.
But they made the protagonist good. That was the main thing. Like, Electro Traveler is, I guess, their shot at doing that. Yeah. But they have to fix the talent thing. please make it so that the talent levels carry over, because nobody wants to have to farm new talent books for the
All over
traveler
again,
every
just for the
time we
same
get a
guy.
new region. Like, nobody
Yeah.
wants to do that. That's not fun. And it's quite the hassle. Sure, I guess you're saying that, oh, because he's a new element, he has new stuff. But come on, he's like, he gotta do. It's such a problem, you know. That's what makes people not want to use the traveler.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's really all. Well, I don't know. Princess Connect has like 3 main characters you can start with. They're all okay. They get better forms as well, and
Yeah.
summer outfits. So that's the other thing.
But you know, in
I
that
don't know
game, I
who's-
think they give different
Yeah, they
form of the same character,
yeah,
right?
as a separate character. Yeah.
Exactly. But in that way, they're still making
They're
you
still
want
there,
to
yeah.
use your, beginner character. You know,
Yeah.
like the characters you're on your journey with, right?
Yeah, I
So-
can't speak for PGR as to what.
Well,
by the
okay.
way, guys,
I mean,
Ryan
it-
started PGR.
I love Punishing Grey Raven. It's a very fun game. I mean,
We'll add it to the list if I decide to play it.
if he decides to play it, yeah. You should play it soon, but you're gonna miss a lot. But I like PGR a lot, and I do think that the beginner characters we get, like Lucia, Liv, and Nanami, they're definitely characters that are useful, and they can be upgraded to get on the same damage level to get you through the main story of the game very well. I think that's a very easy thing to say. And PGR, they're also nice. They give you the highest rank character, a selector at the start of the game. Everyone gets one apparently. So, and in that game, the highest rank is S. So S rank characters.
Oh, they're going with they use letters as their basis.
Like they're the lowest is B, A, then S, and then you can upgrade A characters to S characters. Rank them up using their crystals or the shards, and then one character in B can have an S variation of them, which changes their abilities and stuff. It's hard. I don't want to explain PGR. It's kind of difficult because there are a lot of stuff in PGR.
Maybe
It's
we'll-
really complicated.
Maybe we'll do like the Hololive episode, like how you tried to get me into Hololive. You can explain. We should do that for future episodes. Actually, like if one of us plays a gacha game, not really try to convince the other guy to play
Maybe
it.
it showcase
Explain why
what
they
it-
like it. It's like
Yeah.
why you like PGR, why I like Princess Connect. Things like that.
Yeah, we can do that. I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, right. So, after the fight, the crazy fight that you weren't supposed to win, you end up meeting the Resistance. La Resistance.
You meet the Resistance
In the form of General Goro
Yeah, because Goro's the general apparently.
and Kokomi Sangonomiya.
Yes, because the resistance is called the Sangonomiya resistance of Watatsumi
Yes.
Island.
So, of the two, Kokomi, I like Kokomi. I want to get her, honestly. Like, given what I've heard about her.
I definitely recommend her. If you're not a fan of artifact farming, I definitely recommend her.
Really?
She doesn't need the crit rate and crit damage, because she can deal damage without doing it, and she's meant to deal damage without having crit rate, because her talent literally says reduce crit rate by 100%
Wow.
in exchange for a passive 25% healing bonus.
Is she a... Okay.
She's a healer. She's a
We
healer.
usually describe... For Genshin, we usually describe healers in two ways. Either the HP bar goes down and then back up, or it never went down at all. Which one is she?
I can't speak for that yet because I haven't seen gameplay of her in action
Yeah,
yet.
she got those animations going on. But I guess
Yes,
that's
but
about
I
it.
can't speak for when the health healing happens or how often it happens yet. But I can tell you that her healing is definitely strong.
Yeah.
It's very potent. I'd like to say that it's like Bennett but maybe faster.
Oh, good.
I guess. Her DPS that comes with it is better probably than Jean
Wow.
in terms of hydro damage, because her DPS scales of HP, I think. So building her full HP even on the hat is a good idea. because her DPS will scale off the HP, and she heals also based off her HP, I think.
So she's a 5-star Barbara that can do damage.
Yes, like
If you combine Barbara and
if
Bennett,
Barbara could do damage without having to meme your artifacts.
All right.
Yeah, and as we all know, we just call her Mermaid Jesus.
Yeah. And then of course there's General Goro, the Geo Bo.
I still don't support
Well,
I still don't like. It's not just the Geo Bo thing that I dislike about him. I just don't really like his character.
we haven't really had enough time with him.
Yeah, but his
He-
voice actor in the English and the Japanese doesn't feel very impactful, I guess. And not to hate on the voice actor, but I don't think his character really appeals to me.
We'll see. Maybe when the I don't know, part 2 of Inazuma comes around, we'll see.
Maybe, but as of now, I can't say I like Goro. He's a very character.
They fooled us before
With what?
with visually showing us their weapon, only to find out it was actually another weapon. They fooled us
Since
before.
when? When was that?
When we all thought Bal was a sword user.
I mean, okay. We had images of Bal holding a spear, and we had the leaks of her being a spear user.
That confirmed it after a while.
Yeah,
For the longest time. Hey,
yeah. Now that I see,
I admitted it that I was wrong at first. That she's a sword user. I was right the whole time.
Yeah, but now that I've seen her animations and stuff,
It's good.
I've seen her in the game,
In the fight, yeah.
in the fight using the spear. I could care less if she was a spear user. She is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like her
Even if
design.
I thought you didn't like the whole weapon change.
I take back everything I said about that, because majority of the time you'll probably have the sword out anyway, with the way they constructed her character for the
Yeah.
game. You're probably gonna ult
A lot.
more than by the time your ult is finished, you have it ready again. The only problem is maybe the cooldown.
Yeah, and that's an Electro, so that shouldn't take that long.
Exactly. And her entire gimmick is giving her damage based on energy recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to
Imagine her
very
with no
very
disoblige.
excited. No. Yeah, you give her the new energy recharge set.
Of course.
Yeah.
But anyway, so after that, you met the Resistance, you met Tepe,
Yeah.
Tepe, who is Ignatz from Fire Emblem Three Houses,
Yeah.
Christian Lamont.
Yeah. Funny that you actually recognize the voice.
I played Fire Emblem a lot.
Yes.
I
that's
recognize
true.
a lot. That's why I knew immediately Beidou was Bernadetta. Oh, Bernadetta. Dorothea.
Allegra
Clark, yes. And apart from that, there was also, yes, I'm more curious about Lelouch v Sangonomiya. I mean Kokomi.
Yeah.
The way they set her up.
She's a very.
If Lelouch didn't have issues, that's Kokomi.
I guess, yeah. If Lelouch was happy most of the time. Because,
Maybe if Nanali had his brain and wasn't paralyzed.
if
Blind.
yeah, maybe. Well, no, her blindness was a trauma thing, remember?
Oh yeah.
Nanali's.
So if Nanali was as smart as Lelouch.
Well, we're in anime territory now. What the hell?
No, but she seems to be that smart.
Yeah,
they should have
she's-
lost a lot.
Yeah.
But because Kokomi is so smart, they survived.
Yeah, her strategy is
Something
impeccable.
else.
Apparently, it's
What interests me is the Sangonomiya clan sounds like an important clan.
we're not sure what their basis for it is, or what they're talking
Because
about.
you'd think the Raiden Shogun would have some sort of authority there. I'm gonna banish you, or I'm gonna punish your clan, or something like that.
Well, we don't know what their what
Their system.
what the clan is, where they are, because they're on Watatsumi Island, and we don't have that island yet.
Right.
That's for the next update. Because
just that island.
good news for all you fans of Inazuma. Next update, we will be getting all three islands that we missed. So
So 5.
we'll
have 5
have
islands.
all
now?
6 islands of Inazuma.
What's the third?
There's 6. Okay, there's one to the left
Yeah.
of the most left island we have on the map now. There's one under that one, and there's one under Narukami Island. One there.
Oh, okay.
We are gonna have a lot more stuff to explore and more Sakura tree to level up.
Oh my god.
Yes, very problematic.
Yeah.
And we'll have the rest of the Electroculus, despite us already having 95 Electroculus.
And Electro Sigils.
Electro Sigils for the Sakura.
They should have done something with the other two.
I mean,
I don't know. They should have done something.
but we're gonna have more Electroculus. We're gonna have more materials too. We're gonna have more bosses. I think our next segment, I can actually. You want me to talk about the new stuff we can see in 2.1?
Sure, because there's also somebody else I want to talk about later on.
Alright.
So,
short intermission.
sound effect. I fixed the chair, guys.
Yeah, he actually managed to put the thing back that fell off. I think that's the adjuster for like the height of the chair.
I fixed it. Anyway.
Well, okay. Well, hopefully no more chair sounds.
Yes. As for, final thoughts on the story. I'm curious where it's gonna go. I know there are theories that she has two personalities.
Yeah, that's that.
I think it's I think it's more of, she doesn't really care about the people. She cares about the land, Inazuma, the nation, because it's like the one thing that isn't eternal are mortals. I mean, to a god, a mortal is gonna die just like.
Yeah, the life of the lives of mortals are inconsequential.
Yeah. We don't know how old Bal is. She's certainly not older than Zhongli, right? She most definitely is not.
Apparently.
But she must be at least beyond 500 years old to be older than the Sumeru Archon, who is the youngest Archon, right?
Yes.
Now, with that being said, I guess for me, I predict a sort of pep talk from Paimon about how you forgot the one thing that makes a nation, and it's the people. Because you were too busy focusing on the safety of the land that you didn't realize your own people were suffering inside. Yeah, something like that. That's what I think. They could throw a swerve at us. They have several times.
They most likely will throw a swerve at us.
But to go off on that as well. I think Goro's fine. I will see more of him later on for sure. Beidou and Kazuha are back in Inazuma now.
Yeah, I don't think Beidou will be there long.
Oh, so she came just to drop Kazuha off and leave?
Probably, because she's just a mercenary there temporarily. She's a mercenary.
Well, she could have just dropped Kazuha off and left anyway, but she dropped Kazuha off and fought.
Yeah, because that's what she was paid to do.
Who paid her? Oh, Kokomi.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right. Kokomi, let's see. Lelouch, V Sangonomiya.
Yeah, we'll see more of her. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited.
I want to see how
story.
smart she is.
She's very smart, I think.
I know, but like, okay, Lelouch could predict an entire conversation. Like, he knew exactly what Schneider was gonna say. Well, not really. He kind of had a general idea of what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
Then, because his conversation was the leader, but still, I mean, to be the only reason that the resistance is still alive is a testament to how smart she is.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not even including what she can do in a fight yet. We haven't seen her in a fight.
Yeah, she's a healer.
A healer that can damage.
Yeah,
as you said.
Yeah, she's a memer.
Right. Apart from the main stuff, unless there's something I wanna talk about with that, because there's not much after. But I'm really, really curious about Bal. About what she's all about. Why is she doing this? I guess that's the crux of the whole thing.
Crux. Crux.
Oh, let's talk about the other quests. The not really important except one.
The side quests.
Yeah, only one in particular.
Which one?
Kazari's.
The Sakura cleansing.
Yeah, because I feel like this is a really important side quest. It's probably the most important side quest I've ever seen in Genshin.
Yeah, because
it affects the islands itself. It affects the entire place.
Yeah, like there's like
Is that
malice.
the quest you said that if you finish it, the rain in the other island's gonna stop?
No, that's a different quest.
Oh,
that's a quest already on the third island.
Ah, my bad.
Yeah, that's where there's like a shrine thingy, and there's a electro gimmick thingy that you have to activate. You know, there's a bit of a puzzle thing. There are a couple of puzzles that you have to do to activate 3 shrines and get the thunderstorm to stop on the island.
Yeah, and the 4 trees, right?
The electro tree thing is also a different side quest, which you can probably pick up sooner or later. You'll find it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the only one I want to talk about really is Kazari, because, like, that seems to be an important one. You know, the cleansing ritual. You know,
the malice of the land.
Yeah. Plus, doing Kazari's quest before the story helps a lot. Because you end up exploring the place.
Yeah.
So the story progression will be a lot faster.
It unlocks you a lot of the waypoints that you haven't unlocked yet, especially the underwater one.
Oh,
that people have trouble getting. There's like a waypoint underwater. There's a domain underwater, right near the mechanical array. Yeah. So you don't need to take the portal just to go there.
I feel like they should have used a voice actress for her at least. She should have had a voice.
Maybe, but most side quests don't get voice actors, unfortunately.
Well, okay. Side quests involving another main character get voices, I guess.
Not always, because like Xingqiu was featured.
There were voices.
No, like in the side quest where Xingqiu was featured, you have to go back to Liye. Do you know that side quest?
Yeah.
Like you have to go back to Liye with this book, and then you have to.
No, but this one had it was directed in a way that you would think it's also part of the story. They had those shots, those angles that made it look like
and
it's
they
a
had
real
the core shooting lasers.
And cinematic reveals. Although I guess it's for the sake of the gameplay.
Yeah, but I guess
I'm not done with Kazari's story quest. Story quest. I'm not done with it, but I like it so far, and I really think Kazari should have had a voice at some point.
Probably, yeah. I agree. But like, I finished the quest, and I agree. I think she should have had a voice, but I guess that's far as they can go for it for now.
Yeah, I heard her mask is important.
Oh,
and she gives it to you.
She gives you the mask. The mask is actually the catalyst blueprint, the Inazuma catalyst blueprint.
Wait, then how do you get the other weapons?
Other side quests.
They're locked behind side quests?
Some of them are side quests, some of them are in chests, one of them is in a stupid gacha thingy.
Gacha thing?
Oh, okay, so there's this place near Tataratsuna. There's like a house, there's a conch house on the beach.
Yeah.
There's this guy collecting mysterious conches, and you have to give him 3 to open one of 3 chests.
Oh my god.
In one of the chests is the bow blueprint. The bow, and that's like the one that people want the most. The bow
of course.
blueprint.
What's in the other 2?
The other 2 you get like turnips and cabbages. And one of the other rewards is one that you can do to get to complete another side quest. There's another side quest thing. But apparently there's a guarantee after a while. So like on the 7th time that you do the chest thing, so you have to do it every day, it will guarantee that all 3 chests have the bow blueprint inside, and there's an achievement for getting the bow blueprint also.
Of course. Sarah's blueprint, they say. Alright, we forgot to talk about her.
Kujo Sara,
as they pronounce it. Yeah, Kujo Sarah.
She's very underrated. People are sleeping on her, I think. She's a very, well-designed character, even though she seemed a bit monotone now.
One thing my friend kind of pointed out is that she's Japanese official. She's a electro bow user with a bird as a sort of...
Well, lots of people get mad at that. If there are a lot of Sarah, stans.
Well, Sarah doesn't have an Oz.
I gotta say, they do okay, sure, they're both electro, they both have bow, they both have dark clothing.
They're both bird-based.
They're both bird-based, but like
we don't know,
they do somewhat different things.
Yeah,
right?
Sarah has kind of like a Ganyu-esque... Not really a taunt, but she like teleports away.
Something like that. But like, Official's value is Oz. That's it. Applying
Sarah
electro
herself,
constantly to a certain amount.
Yeah.
Sarah is like Electro Bennett. She gives an attack bonus based on her own attack, and she, applies Electro also. So I think I wouldn't say they're the same.
Like, I might replace Fischl with Sarah in my team. I don't know if that would be wise or if that would make more sense.
Just saying, like, if you would ask me, based on what we know about Sarah's skills and abilities so far,
Keep Fischl.
If you want more consistent Electro application, keep Fischl. If you want a bigger attack bonus, or like you want to have your main character do bigger damage, you use Sarah. So it's a toss over. I mean, we can talk about the stuff coming in 2.1 if you want.
Right, yeah, let's get into that because one thing I'm excited about is based on something that my friends said, because we whenever we watch Bad Batch, sometimes we talk about a lot of stuff after the episodes. One of them happens to be Genshin a lot.
Yeah.
What interested my friend, who may or may not be listening to this episode, hey Miguel, when Tartaglia first came out, he came out both as a weekly boss and as a character in the gacha.
Character first, weekly boss later, but yeah.
Character first, weekly boss
Yeah.
later, right? But in the same update, I guess.
Yeah, same update.
La Senora is going to be a weekly boss.
But okay, yes. She
Does this
is.
mean we're getting La Senora?
No. I can assure
I don't
you
know.
that next update she will not be in the gacha. I can tell you now.
Well, is that weekly boss next in the gacha?
Weekly boss
Is that in the
will
next
be
update?
in the game. Yes. So are we moving to 2.1? 2.1 spoiler warning. God, we forgot to notify the populace.
Sorry.
This is your fault. You're getting too into it.
I mean, the flow of the conversation No, we did say earlier. You want to talk about stuff that happens next?
Yeah, but like some people,
We warned
some
them.
people don't want to just listen to the leaks instead of the story. Like maybe we should put like a timestamp on the video or something, or whatever.
This is a podcast. There is no video.
On the audio. We timestamp the audio.
No, you know what?
can
I'll just
do
put like
that.
an extra subliminal message over there. Like,
You can insert your voice somewhere there. Whatever.
All right. Anyway, where were we? Because I mean, there's nothing left to talk about the story of.
Yeah,
Inazuma.
we can move on to 2.1
Right.
stuff.
There's
Incoming.
Yeah. Okay. First, La Senora, which you're saying now is not.
La Senora
We're
is a
getting her.
weekly boss, but will not be part of the gacha. I
What was
can
the
tell
order?
you now.
Bal, Ganyu,
The
Kokumi?
most likely order, because the banners are apparently somewhat shorter than they usually are, I think.
Yeah.
So it might be Bal, Kokomi, then
Ganyu's coming back,
or
right?
Bal, Ganyu, Kokomi. It will probably be like that. And Kujo Sara is on
with Bal.
Bal's banner.
Right. I'm going to assume Toma is with Kokomi then.
Toma
Or
is
Goro.
not ready yet. Goro is also not ready yet.
Really?
Goro and Toma are both not being tested yet in the beta. So we will not see them in the next update.
Oh, interesting. 3 banners?
Yes, maybe 3 banners. If it's not 3 banners,
I know
then
Ganyu
Kokomi will be
Longer.
await. If not, then Ganyu is going to be pushed off.
Right.
Because
What is it? Ganyu? Is there going to be an event in the year?
It's either what they might do is overlap banners. I'm not sure if they're willing to do that. 2
I think they
limited banners at the
At the same time, I think they were willing
It's a
to do that.
possibility that they do Ganyu and Kokomi at the same time. So
Well, Ganyu's been out before, so I guess that's an
yes,
excuse.
it's a rerun banner, and that's for the Moon Chase Festival,
right?
which will be a small but enjoyable
Yeah,
festival.
where Ganyu's getting a costume.
I'm not sure about the costumes yet. Info regarding costumes and the like are
That's
not super clear yet, based on my sources.
It's maybe because nobody really cares that much.
My anonymous sources.
Yeah.
Yeah, the costumes are still a big question mark. I'm not gonna say anything about
Alright.
if they're costumes or not.
So, La Senora.
La
She's not
Senora 2.1, she's definitely not going to be playable. She's not in the
No.
gacha. For you Senora Simps, no, she's not in the gacha.
Patience.
You be patient.
But this is
but she is
interesting that-
probably the Fatui for this nation. So,
Well, she's been there. She was
but
there in
like the
all
main
3. Well,
Fatui for this
wouldn't she
nation.
be the main Fatui of Mondstadt? She was the first
technically-
Fatui we met.
Yeah, technically, well, she's both, I guess, but
And then she was there in Leah, I guess.
yeah, but I feel like each Fatui Harbinger will be a weekly boss, and it will force Mihoyo to have to reduce weekly boss resin cost to 0 because you gotta do it with the amount of weekly bosses you're adding. Like, Lord, come on, you
Yeah.
you have the wolf, you have the Valin, you have Chungus, you have Child. Now we're gonna have Senora too. Like, that's 5 already. We don't have enough resin in a single day to finish that. Like, assuming you don't
you can do one a day.
any fragile resin, you have the 3 discount at 90 already. Then 60 twice is 120. You need at least
You still have like
you need 210 resin. And assuming that you completed your resin from the day before, you can only get like 190 maybe. You're gonna have to wait till like 12 a.m. to get all your resin back for that weekly boss.
point taken.
So I hope they reduce the resin cost of weekly boss.
Maybe they'll just add more discounted ones. Like maybe they'll put H in the discount.
I mean, it's up to you which one you discount actually.
Oh right. Maybe they'll expand from 3
maybe
becomes
they
4.
should just make it 10 resin cost per weekly boss. Like,
We'll
come
try.
on,
I
it's,
suppose.
it's too much resin. It's such a waste.
Anyway.
But yes, for spoiler, for La Senora's
Not yet.
weekly boss fight,
Yeah.
she has a pyro delusion.
Oh.
A child's delusion is electro.
It's Electro, yeah.
La Senora's delusion is pyro.
Okay,
And her vision is cryo.
I gotta talk about that now. Okay. Delusions are what exactly?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We know that the Tsaritsa makes them, and they can
Are they-
give access to the other elements despite them not having a vision of that element.
Are they not visions?
They're not
Of their own?
visions.
They're like, broken, corrupted.
We're not sure what they are. We just know.
Because, okay, a delusion seems to quite literally be the opposite. Like, for example, you have a Hydro, Tatagli Hydro, he becomes Electro. As
Yeah.
you just told me, ice, it became fire.
Yes.
So, can we assume all the Fatui have delusions?
Yes. All the Fatui Harbingers have delusions.
Yeah. Oh, how's that gonna work? Isn't Senora a cryo catalyst user?
Well, we're not sure how they're gonna play that out yet.
Yes, because she could, gameplay wise, if you were playing as her, one tap and she cryos you.
That's just that's so problematic because cryo
How does
has
that work
access
as
to
a
freeze. She has access to freeze, which is such a big issue.
She'd be a huge DPS, wouldn't she?
No, just it's depend. I don't care how they build her. It's just that's such a problematic addition. Having somebody
I mean,
apply
we
cryo
know-
with the touch of a finger is very dangerous.
Yeah, but we know it's going to happen.
It will
We've
happen.
seen it.
But they
She
have
has
to
a
make.
catalyst. She has an ice vision.
But like adding that is just going to make anyone who properly builds their characters have the easiest time in the universe. Because like.
Well, maybe she's like a
Because
for
you
beginner.
just put her with Xingqiu and then
Maybe
you
she's
put
one
her
of
with
those-
any Hydro.
Okay, maybe she's one of those characters. You know how in future gacha games or maybe gacha games we played, there are those characters that they eventually release that if beginners get them early on,
Yeah.
they can catch up.
I guess some yes. I guess some characters are like that.
I would consider Zhongli as one of them.
Well, Zhongli helps everyone. There's no
Hu Tao, I guess, is another.
I don't know.
Wanna catch up?
If you ask me, Hu Tao is for a late game player. Because
Okay.
if you don't build her,
Kaching.
well,
Diluc.
Diluc, yes. But you can't count the OG5.
Oh, okay. Definitely Ganyu, I guess, is another.
Yes, very easy to
If you get
build.
Ganyu, yeah.
Venti makes everything easy.
Yes. I will still vouch
Dong
for.
makes you not die at all.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. So I don't know, with La Senora being the
Cryo Catalyst.
cryo catalyst,
It's
who is
dangerous.
who is a pyro delusion. Is the-
Pyro Delusion.
Plus, okay, Tartaglia has a spear when he uses his delusion. So his weapon changed. Well, kinda.
No, I mean, apparently
still
that's
do
the,
it
the I
with
remember,
water.
like, yeah. And like, he's not really a bow user.
Yeah, he never was.
It's a lie to say he's a bow user with the amount of stuff that he just does.
Would we see in her fight? Would we see her have another weapon instead?
I don't think so. I think she's still a magic person. Okay. Based on the images I've seen.
Yes. Which still brings into question. How do you fight her? If she can just, and then there's cryo. Because you don't need to aim.
Because she's not.
You don't need to aim with a catalyst.
Yeah, but like.
I'm curious how they'll translate that.
I mean, it's not like she's gonna just. You know, it's probably gonna shoot crystals and stuff, and then she'll go to her next phase, become pyro, and shoot fireballs. I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue.
And we got her before Scaramouche.
Yeah.
Well, no, if we're not getting her, Scaramouche could still come before.
I mean, neither of them have any data in terms of character.
Which is surprising, yeah.
Yes, we only have their models, which means they're only going to be NPCs and or enemies. So don't expect any more Fatui next update.
Okay, so I can keep the streak going.
Yeah, if you're not planning to roll, if you're a Fatui collector...
I have to be. It's too late for me to be an Archon collector.
Yeah, I mean, you could always be a side character collector.
The 4 stars?
No, the characters that are not like, you know, the featured characters.
Everybody else.
Like Hu Tao, she's kind of just there, but everyone loves her. Yoimiya is like that also. She's there, but she's not pivotal to the story.
Not yet.
She was important to progressing the story, yes, but she's not a pivotal point.
I don't know.
But people love her anyway. I love her too.
Okay. Now, aside from La Senora, who we know very much already, what else is coming?
Still, Raiden Shogun is the first banner of 2.1.
Yes.
So if you it's very painful. I agree.
Why?
It's very, very painful.
I'm not rolling for Yoimiya, but I feel so bad for the people that are, because after comes...
Ball is right after. Like, because she's coming right after, and I saw how they designed her, I'm skipping the weapon of Yoimiya. I'm just gonna set.
You're gonna go straight for Ball.
I'm gonna go for Ball and Ball's weapon, because that character is insane.
Here's the thing, though.
Insane.
Do you have
Primo Gems?
No, not Primo Gems. Is your 50-50 there?
I do not have a 50-50.
Oh. Okay.
That's my issue.
This is the problem.
That's my issue.
So if you get Yoimiya, there's no chance you'll get Ball.
There is a chance.
There's a chance you'll get Ball. It's a bad chance.
It's a 50-50 I get Ball. Yeah. That's why I'm hoping, like, in the next few days, that when, Yoimiya comes out, I'm just praying to the Lord that I win the 50-50, because if I don't win the 50-50, I'll have to use the rest of my Primo Gems to get back to that pity. Unless I get her early. Which is,
among the first 20%. Yeah. The first 20 rolls, right?
May the Lord of RNGesus bless me. I hope He blesses your guys' rolls. If you're still rolling for Ayaka, or you're planning to roll for Yoimiya, bless your rolls, bless my rolls. I hope I win the 50-50. It's gonna be so sad.
You should hope you don't.
I hope I do, because like, if I get Yoimiya after the first 50-50, if I win the first 50-50, I'll have so much more for Ball.
Yeah, but you could miss.
If I miss, then I'll have less for Ball.
Can you get in? No.
I'm not skipping Yoimiya.
Can you get? Do you have enough that if you miss Ball, you will still get her within the next 75? That you have 75 Primo Gems worth to roll.
That's what I don't know.
You need to weigh your options here.
Yeah, but by the time Yoimiya comes out, I'll be able to hit pity with just the intertwined fates. I think from the shop, from the daily shop, and
so you stopped rolling
Inazuma. Like I've saved all my Primo Gems. Like, you know how many Primo Gems I have? I have 19,000 Primo Gems.
You never used them to roll?
I have never touched the banner. Never. I skipped the entirety of Klee and Kazuha.
Oh, that helps.
And I've skipped Kamisato Ayaka. It's for Yoimiya.
So 3 banners is enough to get you 20k Primo Gems. Interesting.
Exactly. That's why, like, if you're willing to wait. You can still get Primo Gems. I mean, though I'm kind of a dolphin because I have Welkin, but that's all I have. I have Welkin every month, but
Right. aside from what were we talking about? Aside from La Senora,
We have Ball, first banner.
yes,
Electro DPS Archon. We actually have an
Yeah.
Archon who does damage now. If you
Probably
need
does damage.
no, meant to do damage.
Oh.
Wrongly does damage. That's a meme.
Okay.
That's a joke.
Well, they fixed him. to do
Kujo
that.
Sara.
Yeah.
Please
Support
don't call her
slash damage.
support slash damage. Yes.
Okay.
Kokomi.
Yes.
Healer damage. Yes.
Kokomi's
Mermaid Jesus.
yeah. Kokomi's the target for me.
Yeah. Other stuff. Features update. Okay, let's talk about some of the features we're gonna get. One of them is fishing.
Is this in the teapot again?
No, that is fishing. It's just normal fishing. Okay, it's a gadget that you can use out in the open.
To fish. Oh, okay.
Cause like apparently they're gonna add different kinds of fish.
Just dive into the water and get
No. Like they're actually gonna have a use for different kinds of fish.
dishes.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a
Oh
fishing
wait,
event.
it's gonna matter. Black sea bass.
No,
Like, all
maybe
that.
I'm not sure, but apparently you can get items from fishing. Like you know how like in some games you fish out and there's a boot.
Well, you got Paimon from fishing, so I guess
Yeah,
that
so
works.
like there's gonna be a fishing event, and Lord, thank you, Mihoyo, that we're gonna get a special item
What
from
item?
the fishing event.
What
It's
is
a
it?
claymore and it's a fish.
Oh, that's where I've heard of that.
It's
Yes,
the fish claymore.
it's a fish claymore. Yeah.
It is actually
Is it
fantastic.
a joke or is it an actual good weapon?
It's actually a good weapon. Like if you
What
ask,
does it do?
okay, it's basically prototype archaic, but you
But-
can R5 it for free, and it boosts your elemental burst damage.
Oh my god.
It has a lower base attack, sure, but its substat attack percent
do you give
is
that to?
bigger. I'm gonna give my Diluc a freaking fish. It's gonna be a flaming
What
fish.
the heck is that gonna? Okay, if you give that to Yula, what happens?
I don't know.
What happens?
Like,
With the sword,
it'll be a
50K?
fish. That's
Oh my
what-
god.
I'm so happy that we can whack people with a
With a fish.
freaking fish. It's amazing. I
Okay.
love it.
So-
and like, do you know the refinement material isn't another fish? They give you this cream apparently that you rub on the fish to make it stiffer.
Oh, god, that sounds so gross in a certain.
But it's
context.
supposed to make it like
We're a
it's
PG show,
like
kinda.
it's like a what you call it. It's like a drying agent. Like
It's-
you're supposed. It's like you know what they use for plastic.
The fish gets harder. That's why it gets stronger.
Okay, you're the only one
Yeah.
thinking
No,
about
no,
that,
okay.
right? You're the one talking about it.
The fish gets harder, so it gets stronger. It's easy to refine it. So you get fish.
It's a fish, okay? We
Where
whack people
can you
with
fish? Anywhere where there's
I
water?
think there's.
or...
I think it's a water thing, but I'm not sure how
I'm
the
gonna
gadget
assume.
works. We
I'm
can
gonna
get
assume
different.
it's in lakes or wherever
know.
there are actually fish.
I'm not exactly sure yet, but you can get your own fishing rod. I think there's different kinds of fishing rods you can
Okay.
get. Different colors. Very
I
fun.
wanna know what the fishing is like, cause like I've seen various different ways games have incorporated fishing. I played Final Fantasy 15.
Fishing, yeah.
I waited actual hours
to get fish.
to get that fish in Golden Key, the big one that all four of them need to jump into the water just to carry out.
I think it's a.
And then there's simple ones where like in Pokemon you just wait for the and then you get it.
I think it's simple, kind of like Pokemon.
Pokemon's fishing.
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to move around. You just need to wait, I think, and then you get the fish. But that's the most exciting part. I get to whack people with the fish.
All right. So
I get
aside
to
from
kill villagers
fishing,
with the fish.
with the fish, yes. So aside from fishing, what else are we getting?
Okay, so there's fishing. We're going to have the Moon Chase Festival, which is
Yes.
the people featured in that one is Kaching. So
Is that so?
everyone's happy, like yay, Kaching is featured, and she's gonna get a buff now or something. There will be a free sword
A free
from
sword?
that event.
Is
and
it a
it's supposed
Kaching
to
sword?
Be, it's a Kaching sword.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 4-star though, and it's a free 5 refine 5. But it's a good sword, I think, from what I know.
Okay, the sword I gave her is
Lion's Roar?
Lion's Roar. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's still a great weapon for her.
Is it better?
It's not better than 5-star weapons, obviously.
No, I
but
mean, is it better than this sword? That's
I don't
coming
know
out?
yet. Like I don't remember the exact stats that come from the free weapon, but you know, I heard this event is very fun.
Okay.
The Moonchase Festival is something to look forward to.
Is one of the Adepti Moon Chaser? Or is that Moon Carver?
Moon Carver.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but you know that it's not the main attraction apparently. It's apparently supposed to be a small event.
Oh, okay.
Because you know,
like the hide and seek thing from Mondstadt.
Yeah, it's there. People like it.
Bahala ka if you want to do it.
But bahala ka if you want to do it or not. Yeah, but apparently the main attraction, some people are saying, is supposed to be the anniversary of Genshin, the first anniversary. Yay!
Okay, so what could they do?
Yeah.
Or what are they doing?
So there are lots of suspicions. Maybe some people are
Anniversary
hoping
character.
5-star selector. We're not
I
sure.
doubt that.
We doubt
really
it. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't
No,
put it
the
past them.
You know
because,
what they're gonna do? The 5-star selector is gonna be paid.
I mean, Arknights does that already. But
I think that's what's gonna happen. The 5-star selector is gonna be paid.
paid or not paid, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because, you know. But, I mean, okay. For a 5-star selector to just be given, I wouldn't put it past them. Because if FGO, the literal gacha hell of all gachas, gives people a 5-star selector on the anniversary, I wouldn't put past Mihoyo to do such a thing also.
Alright. 5-star selector. Would it be just the story characters?
We're not sure. I'm not confirming a 5-star selector. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Alright.
I bet we can expect a lot of Primo Gems. There's another event that's like a round robin constant battle. It's kind of weird. You have to kill your there's like you have a team that you select, you know, 2 characters per team, and you have to defeat opponents and keep switching the characters, the teams you're using or something like that, or else your enemies will get stronger.
Alright.
I guess it's
I like that. Makes
it's
sense.
to get people to stop, I think, relying on just one character to carry through the entire game or something like that.
It's teaching
Because
people.
you can borrow some characters that you don't have. They have, it's like that one other event
from before,
the Misty Battlefront thingy, where you borrow characters to do it, but this time you can like borrow and use your own, I think.
Okay.
So there's fishing, there's the characters, you know, the 3 Inazuma Islands, and the rest of the story.
Yeah, will that be the end?
That will be the end of Inazuma's
So
story.
by the end of that update, the next thing is that was our mom.
Sorry.
Anyway, the next thing
the
is
2.1 will end the Inazuma story. That's why we're having the weekly boss, and that's why we're getting the rest of the 3 islands.
Then we're gonna go Fontaine.
No, Sumeru.
Sorry.
You can. I gotta say that you can't expect Sumeru anytime soon.
Oh yeah, of course.
After the next Inazuma update. However,
Inazuma took them a year to make.
exactly. So you can expect Sumeru maybe next year. Maybe
Even later,
one. Yeah, possibly even later. But you can expect one nation probably to be like yearly, on a yearly basis.
Alright, that's a good
I
number.
I wouldn't expect getting a new place soon. But if you're looking to explore more than just Inazuma, we will be getting an extra place, like an auxiliary place to Inazuma. Like, you know how Mondstadt has Dragon Spine, right? That's their auxiliary place.
And
And then Leah will have the Chasm eventually next year. Inazuma will have the Dragon Palace or something. It's like
Dragon Palace.
it's like an underwater area apparently, like an underwater castle area apparently under the sea somewhere off the coast of Inazuma.
It's Atlantis.
Something like that maybe. But apparently there's a special area there. We're gonna have that area for Inazuma.
Oh, there's gonna be a character from there.
Yeah.
We got Albedo from Dragon Spine. We're gonna get Baiju from the castle.
Maybe we'll have a character from there.
Yes.
Do I have anything else to say?
When's Dendro?
Dendro is still next year.
Are we gonna meet Yao Yao in this festival?
Next year.
Oh.
Like,
No, I meet her, not get to
probably
play as her.
not.
We will learn she
Unfortunately,
exists.
to say that Dendro's addition to the game will most likely be later next year,
Alright.
which is unfortunate.
No,
that
it's
we
probably
won't
when
be getting
Sumeru comes out. Before Sumeru comes out, Dendro has to be a thing.
Yes, before Sumeru comes out, the Kasum will be released. I can confirm that at least.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense timeline-wise.
Yeah. As for anything else that I have for the next update, aside
don't
from
know.
the fishing, Maybe a new. I think there's a few.
Will there be a new realm in the teapot that's Inazuma based?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe soon, but not yet. We will have more farming gimmicks, I think.
Okay,
Maybe
good.
more land that
I have
we
a
can
reason to
work
go there
with.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very useful. I'm already using my farm. I'm collecting my Naku weed.
Oh, is that what you're getting?
Yeah,
I
because
need violet grass.
Yeah, you can plant violet grass, which is very
Perfect.
useful. Yeah, we're getting a lot more stuff next 2.1 update. Very excited.
Exciting stuff. That was a long one.
That was
It was 1
definitely-
hour 30 minutes. It was pretty long. So with that, folks, that was the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed our talking and rambling on about Genshin, about this game we also love and despise at the same time sometimes.
Yes.
Expect us soon with another episode. The next one should be FGO.
Yes, because
When Lost World 6 ends.
Yeah, because that's happening the same time around the
Next
time of next week with the anniversary.
Yes.
FGO 6th anniversary.
We'll
Woo!
talk all about that. Is Oberon the anniversary servant? Probably
Maybe.
not. I don't know.
Maybe. Who's the anniversary servant? We have a new summer event that they're hinting at already with
Yes. As my friend literally just PM'd me a few minutes ago, will 6 stars become a thing in Fate Grand Order?
No.
God, no.
God, no.
Okay.
No.
With that, we shall end. Goodbye, folks, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Add Astro Abasosk.
Peace.
We should do that for future episodes.
Baby.
Add Astro Abasosk.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.